Hello, everyone. This is Armando again, and welcome to the Boxing Officials Training Channel. In this presentation, we will discuss how referees manage lacerations and swelling during a bout. The focus is not only on the injury itself, we will also look at how the referee works with the ringside physician, observes the corner, and makes calm decisions under real bout conditions. One of the first things a referee must clearly understand is simple. Referees are not doctors, and they're not expected to be. The referee is not expected to diagnose an injury or reach a medical conclusion. At the same time, the referee must recognize danger. Good injury management begins with clear observation, steady judgment, and knowing when the ringside physician should become involved. Injuries are common in boxing, but not every injury creates the same level of danger. The referee's responsibility is to manage the bout, protect the boxer, and preserve fairness. Not every cut or swelling requires immediate interruption, but every injury requires proper attention. The referee should remain calm, observe clearly, and recognize when the situation requires closer evaluation. When a boxer is injured, the referee should quickly focus on the most important questions. Can the boxer see and defend? Is the condition getting worse? Is the boxer properly responding? Those questions keep the referee focused on the boxer's actual ability to continue, not on just how the injury looks. There is no single formula for every situation. Location and severity matter more than appearance alone. A small injury in a dangerous area may be more serious than a larger injury in a less dangerous area. The referee also has to consider when the injury occurs, how the boxer is responding, and whether the situation is quickly changing. The companion video, Stop or Continue, discusses the broader stoppage decision in more detail. This presentation here focuses more on practical referee management. The ringside physician is a vital part of the bout safety team. The physician provides medical support, but the referee still controls the bout and manages the process. A good referee does not call the physician out of panic. The physician should be called with purpose when the referee sees a real concern or needs medical assistance in evaluating the boxer. The corner team also plays an important role in injury management. When safety allows, the referee should give the chief second and team as much of the rest period as reasonably possible. The corner may need to control bleeding, reduce swelling, calm the boxer, and prepare the boxer to continue. The referee should never interrupt their work unless safety requires immediate action. The stage of the bout also matters. An injury in the opening rounds may create a different situation than the same injury near the end of the bout. This does not mean that the referee ignores danger late in a bout. It means the referee should understand the full situation before acting. The referee must balance safety and fairness. A boxer's career stage may provide useful context, but it never replaces safety analysis. A young boxer, a journeyman, a comebacker, or a championship level boxer may each present different circumstances. Even so, the standard remains the same. The referee must judge the situation based on safety, fairness, and the boxer's ability to continue. Referees should have general awareness of what the corner may use to control bleeding and swelling. This does not mean the referee is acting as a cut specialist. It means the referee should know whether proper substances and equipment are available, which ones, and is there an ability for them to be used safely. An absence of these is a huge red flag. This is another reason why the dressing room instructions matter so much. Before the bout, the referee should have awareness of what the corner has available. For more information on this, check out the dressing room instructions video and the new guide. The links are in the description box. Some laceration zones require closer attention than others. Injuries near the eyes, nose, lips, or areas with heavy bleeding can create great concern. The referee is not diagnosing the injury, but must recognize when the location increases the risk. If the injury affects vision, breathing, or defensive ability, physician involvement may be necessary. When evaluating lacerations, appearance alone should not decide whether the bout continues. The referee should look at how the injury affects the boxer's actual performance and safety. Some injuries look dramatic but remain manageable. Others may look smaller but create greater danger. The key is to judge the injury by its effect, not by appearance alone. After the initial look, the referee should continue observation as the bout progresses. Is the cut stable, or is it getting worse? Is the corner controlling it during the rest period? Is the boxer reacting normally when action resumes? The referee should not treat the first look as the final answer unless the injury clearly requires immediate action. Some injuries require patience and continued observation. Others require quicker action. The referee should consider whether the corner is managing the injury effectively and whether the physician involvement may be needed. This is where calm judgment and experience become very important. No single factor determines every situation. The referee should consider the full picture. That includes the injury itself, the boxer's condition, the stage of the bout, the effectiveness of the corner, and whether physician consultation is needed. The goal is not to react to one visible factor, but to understand what is happening overall. This is where calm judgment and experience again become extremely important. By this point, the main lesson should be very clear. A laceration is not judged by blood alone. The referee must stay composed, keep control of the bout, and use the corner and ringside physician properly when the situation requires it. Referees should always avoid a decision dump on the ringside physician. The decision should be based on safety, fairness, and what is actually happening in front of the referee. Swelling is one of the most common injuries in professional boxing. Like lacerations, swelling must be evaluated by severity, location, and how it affects the boxer. Some swelling may be manageable. Other swelling may interfere with vision, breathing, defense, or normal function. The referee's concern is function and safety, not appearance alone. Different types of swelling can affect the boxer in different ways. Localized swelling may remain manageable if function is not impaired. Generalized swelling, swelling that spreads beyond the original area, may suggest more serious underlying injury and often requires closer medical attention. The referee should continue observing whether the swelling is affecting vision, breathing, balance, defense, and the boxer's overall response. Some swelling situations require closer attention than others. If swelling begins blocking vision, affecting breathing, and so forth, the level of concern increases. Swelling combined with lacerations also requires careful observation. The referee should consider whether the corner has the proper equipment to control swelling. If the corner has no pressure plate or similar device and relies only on ice or improvised methods, the swelling may be much harder to manage. That does not automatically decide the outcome, but it gives the referee important context when evaluating whether the condition is being controlled and whether the boxer can safely continue. When dealing with swelling situations, the referee must remain alert throughout the bout. Conditions can change quickly from round to round, especially when swelling begins to affect vision and defense. The referee should continue observing the boxer carefully while also allowing the corner the fairest opportunity possible to work. The referee must monitor whether the swelling is worsening, whether the boxer is still responding properly, and whether physician involvement is becoming necessary. The goal is to remain calm, observant, and proactive before the situation becomes dangerous. Working effectively with the ringside physician is an important part of professional referee management. Not every visible injury requires immediate stoppage or automatic physician involvement. Again, the decision dump. Very often, the referee can continue observing the situation while allowing the corner time to work. If the condition appears stable, physician consultation between rounds may sometimes be preferable to interrupting the action in the middle of a round. However, if you see trouble and become concerned, the physician should become involved as soon as possible. Let's now look at a real bout situation involving injury management. As you watch the clip, pay close attention to the boxer's condition at the moment the referee and physicians examine him. Is there active bleeding? Does the boxer appear alert? Does he appear ready to continue? Is there anything in his condition at that moment that clearly requires the bout to be stopped? This is a difficult situation, and reasonable officials may view it differently, but also consider the process. Did the referee maintain control of the decision, or did the decision appear to be shifted too much to the physicians? The question is not simply whether the bout was stopped. The question is whether the situation was handled calmly, safely, and fairly. And what did you think about the corner working on the boxer's cut? In the end, injury management in professional boxing requires calm judgment and disciplined observation. The referee must evaluate the entire situation, not just the appearance of the injury. In the example we just reviewed, the official handling and result created enough interest and disappointment that the bout led to a rematch. Some may say that proves the outcome was fair because the boxers met again. But looking deeper, a rematch also means more expense, more training, more risk, and more time spent resolving a result that may have been clearer the first time with a more complete evaluation of the circumstances. That is why these decisions matter. The goal remains the same: protect the boxer, preserve fairness, and make the best possible decision under real life conditions. For additional discussion regarding injury stoppages and the broader questions of whether a bout should continue or not, please also watch the companion presentation, Stop or Continue, and the link is in the description box. That video expands further on injury stoppage decisions and the totality of the circumstances surrounding cuts and swelling in professional boxing. Thank you so much again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next training video.